Hello and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 7 of EDH for Fun. Hey guys, how are we doing this week?
Doing good.
Doing good.
It's a bit rainy
Yeah.
today, but otherwise it's been good.
Very rainy today. I had to walk back in the gym. It was sunny when I left home. And I got out the gym and I got really confused. Because I was wet again.
Gyms confuse me as well, don't worry.
Yeah. It's just sort of like
It's a bit
mildly
on-off
rained
rain.
on me all the way home.
No.
It wasn't
That's
proper
alright.
rain. That didn't come till later, but
Free shower though.
I showered. I'd literally just come out the shower.
Free second shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, rinse.
Shower.
And then the wind comes and you get a blow dry.
Yeah.
Oh, stages of English weather. Love it.
English weather has stages. I thought it was just overcast or melting. Those are our two phases.
No, God just rolls the dice at the beginning of the day.
I'm surprised he puts that much planning into it.
Yeah, I guess we'd have seasonal ones because we haven't had snow in summer yet. So it can't be that random. It's like, I will roll the summer dice.
Watch as
Monsoon!
by this time next week we will have had snow and ice in September.
We've had cold September.
Everything's on the table.
We've had cold Septembers, not frozen Septembers.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Already know we are British.
Yes. So we got really sidetracked because weather.
Nothing the Brits like but complaining about the weather.
I mean, complaining. It just happens to be the weather at the moment. Okay, well, we are back this week playing cards from the new set, Zendikar Rising. Obviously, the release, as time of recording, would be this weekend. Friday. And we've decided we're going to showcase some of the new commanders, some of the new cards, and then obviously supplement it to bring it into a hopefully playable deck with the other sets. As you all know, every week we gain points to go towards an overall standing for the season. And this is how you gain them. So you get points for coming your position, you get points for doing commander related things like killing with commander damage, casting your commander lots of times, that sort of thing. That hasn't changed. It's probably not going to change. Last week, Nathan pulled out an absolute belter of a victory. It was an incredible game. I really enjoyed it. Even though I didn't win. It was great. And he killed me with commander damage, which got him 5 points in total, taking him up to 16. Tom went out first, so only went up 1 point up to 15. I came second and with first blood, so I'm still in the lead just by up to 20. And then Rob came in third, so he is on 17. Still really close, still all to play for. Which is good. I'm a little nervous being out in front because that's how you get targeted. But we'll see.
It's fine, Phil. We won't all gun for you. Not at the same time, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so as I said, this week we're playing Zendikar Rising Commanders. And I think I'll go first because I want to. I am playing Phylath World Sculptor, which is a legendary version of the Avenger of Zendikar, but works for basic lands instead of all your lands. So he makes a load of plants, which I'm hoping that I actually remembered to get tokens of, because that would be silly, wouldn't it? And then landfall, instead of putting counters on all my plants, he only puts one of them. So that's cool. It's a repeatable effect, and hopefully get some good use out of it. So my deck tech, I have got several other cards to show. On the very left is probably the best landfall creature from the new set. because you get lots of combat steps, and it untaps them, and they get bigger. So I'm excited to hopefully try and cast this and see if it does good work. Then we have ways of returning lands to my hands. There's quite a lot of this from the new set, and like this one I picked here is just a big beater which bounces lands back so I can play them again. And I thought that's really cool. There's quite a lot of that in the newest set. Next, we have probably the most powerful card from the new set, which I just wanted to show off just in case no one else did or is using it. It's a colorless artifact which can copy abilities, instant sorceries, or permanents, which is nuts. It's just, this card boggles my mind how good it is. And then finally, we've got the classic Zendikar coming back to life, giving me lots of manas to play all my creatures. But yeah, this is that is basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to play loads of creatures, get loads of plants, hopefully. The return of the plant army. It's been almost a season coming. So we'll see. And I think, as the other landfall deck...
I was going to say, you are not the only one bringing landfall to the table this week.
Yeah, you're going to be playing... Well, you've got two of my colours, or my two colours in yours.
Indeed.
So it'll be interesting to see how our decks differ. What have you got going on
for
your other two colours?
I've got Omnath, Locus of Creation. I am a big fan of Omnath. I'm waiting for the 5-colour one that will inevitably happen in 3 years' time when we go back to Zendikar. So he is a 4/4 for 4. When he ETBs or enters the battlefield, he draws a card, and he has 3 different landfall triggers depending on what number land has entered the battlefield this turn. So for the first land, it gains me 4 life. If it's the second one, I gain 4 mana, Wooburg but without the black. And if it's the third one, he deals 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker I don't control. He's a little bit nuts. So I've tried to fit as much useful landfall tech into my deck as possible. So I've got a fair few tap lands, so I've got Amulet of Vigour on the hope I can get that early. That's very much a Hail Mary card. That's back from Worldwake, I think. I've got Lotus Cobra in here, which was reprinted in the new set. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these because it's just a brilliant landfall creature. When it reads, whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I add 1 mana of any colour. So that's brilliant. I cannot wait for that. The new art is gorgeous on there.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of the return lands to hand tech that Phil's got as well, with Marassa Root Grazer, a 2 mana 2/3 with Vigilance. Because of course that's not pushed at all, that can tap to return a basic land I control to its owner's hand, or I can put a basic land from my hand onto the battlefield. So depending on what I want, it can either accelerate me or it can redo my landfall triggers. And purely because I can, I've got Jace the Mind Sculptor in here. Purely because I can. He's meant to be a big, frightening, scary thing that I can just put down and gain advantage of maybe once, that people will be terrified of. That is the plan, and hopefully my other army of stuff will get left alone. So obviously Landfall was focused in the set, but we had another mechanic focused in the set as well, which is a new one. It was the party mechanic. Tom, why don't you tell us about that?
Oh, yeah, why are you doing all this land thing? I'm just having a party. So party's fun. It's all about having a cleric, a rogue, a warrior, and a wizard, which my commander can help me dig out of my library to try and see if I can get some. She also gets cheaper for each one of those I have. And yeah, so I'm running some wizards, some warriors, some rogues, and some clerics. I mean, ignoring the fact that they're like some of the better cards from the set, it's the creature type that matters. There's some cool stuff. They definitely spread the keywords around to make it reachable. Lots of them get like cheaper, equal to your party size. a lot of them do things if I have a full party, so one of each creature type. And then some of them are just really good cards, like that good old Minotaur, who
Yeah.
is nuts.
I'm running that one as
Um,
well.
And this new demon is also quite fun. Where he, like, yeah, every time another non-token creature dies, it gets bigger. That's always fun. But yeah, to try and reach that, I've got there's actually a few of these. So there's these creatures where they also count as one of my party. So effectively they only count once, but they'll fill the gaps of whichever thing I'm missing. So my aim is to try and get a full party as fast as possible, because then all my fun stuff gets cheaper. And yeah, there's lots of things like spoiled
Oh,
adventure,
This card
where
is so
if I have a
good.
full party,
It's-
like it's suddenly just a 2-drop instant spell, draw 3 cards. So yeah, party,
I
and some funny.
believe those, like that veteran adventure, I believe that is always a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard. It's not
For
one
the
of.
purposes of a party, I think it's because your party, wherever the party keyword is,
It draws off one of each,
specifies-
yeah.
Ah,
So it would just
okay.
be whichever one I'm missing in my gap.
Yeah, each creature
Okay.
can only be in the party once. But
Right. Okay.
as Tom said, if he's got like 3 wizards, a cleric, and a warrior, it can be the rogue to fill out the party.
Yeah.
Very nifty.
So yeah, it's should be interesting. I'm not sure what 5 colors from these limited sets are gonna be like, but just be a fun
Yeah.
party. It's gonna be good. Well, the other mechanic that was floating around, I think Nathan's doing.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
so I'm built my deck entirely around the mechanic of kicker, and for some of the older sets, multi-kicker. With Verazol, the split current, who enters the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. And whenever I cast a kick spell, I can remove 2 counters from Verazol, and if I do, I copy the spell and choose new targets for the copy. And if it's a permanent, the copy is a token of the permanent.
Wow.
It's a very good card. So I've basically this deck sort of built itself because when I looked at the colors and the amount of cards that had kicker, it was only like 35 or something. Oh, that's the wrong button. 35. I'm just going to showcase some of the kicker cards, all things that do well off of kicker. So this instant inscription of abundance. That's kicker, and if you kick it, you get to use all of the abilities. Seagate Storm Caller allows you to copy the next instant instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 2 or less. So I could like copy Inscription, for example. And if you kick at this, you get to copy that spell twice. Vine Gecko reduces the cost of your kicking, and whenever you kick a spell, you get to put a 1/1 counter on it. And Skydiver steals artifacts, and Lawmage Familiar gains me life when I play kick spells. So yeah, there's a lot of value to be had if I manage to kick spells and make use of the commander to be able to copy them again.
So I didn't realize that the commander was enters the battlefield with counters equal to the mana to spend it, not just the value of X. So you can play it for as a 2 mana. If you
2
wanted
mana,
to,
2/2.
which is quite cool.
That's very nifty.
Also works with command attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good point. Does work with command attacks.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, that's a little scarier now.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Well,
I think this is a very good within the context of kicker.
I think it is as well. Because you don't even need to play like that much kicker to get amazing value off it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my
shame
deck tech.
it's not a flyer. That's the only thing it really needs. Another
True.
pushed blue
Let's
green.
push the green
card.
blue card more, shall we, Phil? Because there are
Yeah.
none in standard right now that are pushed. Euro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're all ready now. We've seen what we're doing. It's going to be a really interesting game. So, if you guys are all ready, and at home you're ready, let's play the game. All right, we are back. We're ready to go. Mulligans have been resolved. Nathan has actually gone down to 5. And as current last place, Tom is taking the first turn.
Oof. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna play a tapped Smouldering Marsh past.
Gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play a Plains. Gonna tap the Plains for a Soul's Attendant.
Oh,
A 1-mana 1/1. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, I may gain a life.
yeah, it's a good card.
It'll also be my ticket to First Blood.
I have a 1-mana haste creature.
In your
Triple.
hand?
One.
No, I didn't draw it. Here's a mountain. Yours.
Oh, beautiful mountains.
Yeah. I think this is my favourite of the new Zendikar mountains.
It's pretty badass, to be fair. Yeah, I'm just going to play a forest and pass the turn.
Alright. Okay. I will. Play a. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I'll play Plains.
Oh,
I'll pay 2 for a Stonework Pack Beast. It's one of any of my party type.
and it can also fix mana.
I can also fix mana.
Okay. And I will
I'll
gain a
pass.
life for entering the battlefield. Oh,
I guess.
Untap. Draw. Okay. I'm going to play a Sidgery Refuge and gain a life. It's a top land that gains me a life. And then Soul's Attendant is going to attack Phil because he's in first place.
That makes sense. I declare no blocks.
Thank you. It's the only attack I want to make right now. Pass.
Nope, that's not. It's also not a thing. Cast. Red, green. I'm gonna play this cool enchantment. Roiling Vortex. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, it deals 1 damage to them. When a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, it deals 5 damage to that player. So that's like casting things for free, or if it costs 0.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Or suspended cards, weirdly.
I don't like that red activated ability to stop me gaining life.
Yeah, single red. Your opponents can't gain life this turn.
I don't like that as someone who is apparently playing a life gain deck tonight.
Yeah, I did life gain last week. It's really strong. Alright, after that, I'm passing.
Cool. And draw for turn.
And take 1.
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, yeah.
So a 40 turn clock on everyone.
Ugh, only 39 because I took damage before everyone else did.
No.
So as long as I stay at 42, I will survive at the end.
Plans.
And
I'm going to play Confounding Conundrum.
another enchantment.
I was scared of this
I draw-
card. I happen to be running it.
So whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player had another land enter the battlefield under control this turn, they return a land they control to their owners to that outside land.
It's
Wow.
anti-landfall.
deck. Love it.
Well. I'm not a big fan of that.
Nor am I, funnily enough.
I turn, yeah.
It's
I'm
fine.
done.
I don't actually have that many ways of playing multiple lands,
Yeah,
apart from all my ramp spells.
I have a few. This
Well,
could be interesting.
oh, because I'm actually losing this life this turn, I'm going to throw my little pack piece to Phil.
Ah, don't know.
Have my cleric, rogue, warrior, wizard, beast. I'll then play a forest.
It's only the second land that enters. You can play one land a turn. That's fine.
Yeah, it's basically blue saying no, green, play the game properly.
Yeah.
Oh, but we control which land comes back?
Yeah.
If you play a second land, that's when it will come back.
Yeah, and you get to pick which one.
Yeah, it seems fine. I kind of still want to get some land out. I'm going to play Growth Spasm. I get search my library for base land and put it on the battlefield tapped, and I get a Eldrazi Spawn. So I'm going to search.
Oh, because it has Eldrazi in there. I specifically chose no cards with Eldrazi in. Like name, title,
Spawn
card
token.
text.
Yeah.
I have a few. There are some nifty Eldrazi themed lands that are quite useful, and I've got a few creatures as well. I've only got a couple of them, but yeah, they are too good to pass up.
I'm going to grab an island, and I will put it on the battlefield tapped, and then return to hand.
Colour fixing.
And
I will gain a life
pass.
from that token entering the battlefield. I will draw a card.
And lose life.
Indeed, and lose a life thanks to Roiling Vortex. Okay.
It's also not good for Phil either.
Why?
Deals damage to you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's not good for anyone.
But he's getting a 3-for-1 trade there, so it's kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also the player who's played like Sulfuric Vortex and stuff as well, which is just 2 damage every turn.
You're
And it
insane.
just says players can't gain life. Just full stop.
Okay.
That's like a mini version of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Just with
play
extra text against affinity.
playing a mountain. I was intending to play a different land, but my hand decided I was playing a mountain. And I'm going to play Archon of Emeria. It's a 2/3 flyer for 3. Each opponent can't cast more than 1 spell each turn.
Each player. That includes you.
Each player. Non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
What is all this hate bears, guys? Jesus! Like,
And I will
Just
gain
don't
a
want
life
us to
for
have-
the pleasure. I
don't
will
want us to have fun.
pass.
Ugh.
God.
Well, I am playing a forest and pass. No, I'm going to play a mountain and pass. Because then I can activate this ability twice.
Is that to stop me gaining life by any chance?
Well, only if someone puts out like
my God.
a million tokens. Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, I'm gonna play.
I was worried we would see Confounding Conundrum. Mostly from me, because I've got it in my deck. But, yeah.
I mean, I think your Archon's more annoying, to be honest.
Not to me, it's not.
I'm gonna play Maddening Cacophony. Each opponent mills 8 cards.
Oh, for the love of...
Such fun cards. Oh, damn.
There are a few cards in my deck that care about you guys having 8 cards in your graveyard. It's the only reason that this is in the deck.
Oh no,
Oh, my
one
rampaging
flip land.
Baloths! My Marassa Root Grazer! No!
Wow.
Oh my god, I think you hit both my res spells.
Yeah, that got the nuts
That's
from
impressive.
all of us, I think. Huh?
I lost Beastmaster Ascension, which is really
Oh.
good when I make a load of plants. I
I'm
also
fairly certain
lost.
that hit the only 2 resurrect spells I have, though. Like that Like what?
And then I end my turn.
Oh my god.
Or do you? What's
Yeah.
all this hate, guys? Jeez.
Mirish.
I need more party members to punch people with. Jesus. It's hatred
Punch
everywhere.
Nathan.
Punch Nathan.
Oh,
God.
Punch me? Don't
Tom-
punch me. I've not done
Tom
anything.
got milled the Minotaur.
Yeah.
No.
The
Yeah.
first Morag is gone.
Only 2 more to go. I got milled my res thing as well because I had a res path that got milled.
I'm gonna pay 3 for painful truths. So it's good old converge, good old Billy. It get equal to number of mana colors to spend. So
Yeah.
I
Draw
spent
3,
3
lose 3.
colors.
So
So I draw 3.
yeah. Great job in me explaining the card there, Tom.
Yeah.
Absolutely top tier.
I'll see if that's kind of tapped and get out of the way. So this is one of the new flip lands. I'm going to play it as the swamp side. I'm going to have to go get the flipped side. And I'll just put this over here somewhere. So it comes in. Oh, did I? Okay. I want it. Let's just dig it out. What's this called? Grim. Oh, it's one. Flip it. There we go. All right.
There we go. One new modal double-faced card.
So these are really good because they don't come in tapped. Pass turn. Actually, no. No. Everyone's annoying me. I really want to punch Rob, but he's got bigger things than me. Yeah. Nathan, I'm gonna throw my pack beast at you. It's 2-1.
I'll take 2.
Oh, you're on the same life as me now.
Oh,
Dive
untap.
into me.
Pass.
On untap, take 1 damage for Roiling Vortex, and I will draw a card. I'm going to play a forest, and then I'm going to tap for 4 minus black to play Omnath.
In response, I'm going to make you not be able to gain life.
Yeah, I figured you'd do that. That's irritating. When he enters the battlefield, I draw a card.
It has that as well.
Of course it does. I won't get any of the landfall triggers from this turn. So, yes, I will just, I think, swing at Nathan for 2 in the air.
Me? What did
Yeah.
I do?
You stopped landfall being landfall. I need multiple landfall drops a turn to get the most out of Omnath.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing a lot because literally the next card I was going to draw was a ramp card. But that's sad. I'm going to play another
Oh, sorry, I
artifact.
just card.
What was that?
Ah, the Lithoform engine.
I missed the discard, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It doesn't do a lot for me because I don't have the lands to cast things at the moment.
Take a life off of us.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, it's the big scary artifact.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to do a lot for a while though. After that, I'm done.
Cool. I draw a card. Play forest. Oh, sorry. For some reason I haven't unmapped all of those. Can I have my thing back? Thank you.
And that's a new style of trying to win there. Just going, nope, that forest is mine.
It was my bad.
He's trying to make me return lands to my hand. That's what it was.
Right, what I'm going to do, I'll be silly, and I'm going to play Deliberate, even though it's instant. I want to scry 2. and draw a card. So
That's a really nice instant. I do like Deliberate.
Yeah. Standard's new little draw cantrip.
okay, I'm putting on top. This one on bottom, and then I'm going to draw a card.
Tom, what did you play on
Hmm?
What
Tom
did you
played
play on
Painful Truths and then the
Yeah.
Flip Land.
Ah,
Land came in tapped
Yeah.
because of Rob.
Yeah.
Right, and then I need to have something creature-wise
you
on the
can't cast
board
another spell.
Yeah.
because we get only one spell per turn. Okay,
Yeah.
done.
It's a pain.
Well, thanks to Nathan, I have at least a one funny player. I'm gonna pay 3 for Nighthawk Scanger. This is quite a good new card.
Ooh.
Flying Death Touch Lifelink.
Its power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types in my opponent's graveyards. I think I might have this maxed out.
No, I don't think there's planeswalkers yet.
I think Planeswalker is the only thing I'm missing. But I think I've got everything else.
Sorcery, land, enchantment, artifact, creature from me.
Yeah.
I can add sorcery to
Instant
that.
and sorcery from me.
Yeah. Yeah, you have everything.
Yeah. Apart from planeswalker. And tribal, probably.
Yeah, untriable. So like,
I,
that's still good. I think it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 7.
Yeah.
I wonder where
Three?
that's swinging next turn. I gain a life from entering the battlefield.
I mean, honestly, I hate all of you at the moment. I mean, God.
Why do you hate me? I haven't done anything.
I mean, that
You're making us lose a
pain
life
is-
every turn. If I need to lose life.
Well, Nathan's on less life now, so I'm gonna throw my pack beast at Phil. I would swing it roll if I could.
I'm sorry.
I'll then play a island and pass them.
Okay. Untap.
Use life.
I will draw. I will lose a life. Yep, there's a ramp spell that's really, really useful. Right, I'm going to play Grey Pelt Refuge for the turn, gaining a life. So I get a landfall. On Omnath, I gain 4 life. Then I'm going to pay 4 mana for Oracle of Muldiah.
God, I would love to play my Oracle of
4
Muldiah.
mana 2/2, can play an additional land. Play with the top card of my library revealed, and I play lands from the top of my library. So I have a Growth Spasm as well on the top of my library. I can play additional lands. So I'm just checking the wording on the Conundrum.
It still enters play.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw an island down, and then get a landfall trigger to add 4 mana to my mana pool. I get 1 of each of Omnath's colours, so a red, a green, a white, and a blue.
You have to return a land.
Indeed, that triggers stacking first. I will tap that in response to add another blue. Island will go back to my hand.
I'm curious to think what you think you're going to do with this.
A 5 mana spell.
I can't.
But you can't
I've
play
played
any
an
spells.
oracle.
Oh, yeah.
I had forgotten about that bit, I must admit. But that's
You got
fine.
hated there. Your own
Screwing
hate
you
there.
as well, then. That's good. That's nice. I'm glad. Swing it at me, I'll block it.
No, it's remaining unblocked, so if Tom swings at me, I will block with it and it will die, and then hopefully no one will hate me anymore. Then I will pass the turn.
Well, I'm going to probably draw a card, play a land. Yep. And then pass the turn.
Don't forget to take your damage.
Wait. Oh, wait. Actually, I have a card. It doesn't do a lot, but it'll stop me being attacked by a 3/1 or a 2/1. So this is one of the cool new cards. Based on the number of
Ooh.
counters you gain, you get a load of insects.
Oh, that's going to be nuts in some
Pretty
decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my
actually surprised.
commander puts 4 counters on it per land. Like, Avenger of Zendikar does however many plants I've got. So,
Yeah.
Okay, the some decks is going to be your deck. So,
and you may gain a life, because I can't stop that.
yay.
Alright, I'm done. Played a creature on turn 5. Oh, yeah.
Get in there.
Ugh. Next turn, probably. Unless this is gone, you're going to gain, like, 7 life from
I know it's going to be great.
Ugh. Unless I draw something useful.
I'll play Fast Word Search. Search my library for 2 basic lands, put them into battlefield tapped.
I want to play that card.
I thought it might be multiple lands coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 2 islands and a pass.
Cool.
This is a weird game. So,
Tom,
Very
did you
weird
just
game.
want to swing in and do stuff in your second main?
would you also like to lose a life?
Because that way you can cast more than one thing.
I mean, I guess.
But it's also stopping him from playing multiple things.
Kind of
That
what
is-
I'm thinking, to be honest. Like, I think you just deserve your own hate there at this point.
Alright, it's fine.
Uh...
But I do want to swing with my big beat stick.
If you swing at me, the Archon will die. As a gesture of
I
goodwill to
think-
the table.
I kind of think I want that, because I kind of do want to play lots of stuff. Yeah, just to get the game going a bit, I will swing with my dude.
Archon blocks.
Cool. I will gain 7 life.
I am a
Yeah.
player of my word.
Okay.
You're like, lol, take 7. Food you.
So,
I never said this time it would die. No.
Yeah.
alright, I'm gonna pay. I need more blue sources. Oh, if I do that, I could get a blue source. Will that change what I want to do? Yes, it
Your
does.
land's
Alright,
doing pirouettes.
yeah,
Yeah.
they keep gripping to each other. Right, I'll pay 2 for a Sylvan Scrying. I'm gonna get me a island, or I can get any.
Any land.
It's just
Is it
for
any-
Sylvan Scrying is really good.
I would be able to cast it,
Um,
but it's in my graveyard
yeah.
because it got milled by Nathan.
Oh
What's the
god, that was
green
such a good
red
mill by
one?
Nathan.
So annoying.
Oh, was it in my graveyard? It's in my graveyard. I forgot to say.
Oh, one of my board wipes is also gone and I'm sad
Green,
about it.
white.
Yeah, as your opponent, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Fine. I'm just gonna probably get. Oh no! I want. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to think what I want. What the land I want is in my graveyard.
Dick talk.
All right. Fine. I'll get
Oh,
blue one.
that's a good point. Get the clock out.
Well, I immediately went to grab a land, and the land I went to grab had already been milled. So, that was my pain. And that comes in untapped. Right. I'm gonna play 1 for a Merfolk Wind Robber. And then probably past him.
Okie dokie. I will draw the Growth Spasm. I will flip the top card. Oh, look. A card that is actually still useful for me to play. I will take my damage from the Roiling Vortex. Right. Let's see. I'm going to play Seagate Wreckage. This is my first land for the turn.
Was this your land for the turn,
This is my land for the turn.
Tom? Because Sylvan Scribe
Yeah.
goes to.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. It makes.
Yeah, so then I played it.
So I'm then
Makes
going
sense.
to... So I gain the landfall trigger from Omnath. So I gain 4 life.
Yep.
Then I play an island, which is my second land for the turn, which will trigger Confounding Conundrum. I'll put that trigger on the stack first. Then I will put...
Oh no, it's a landfall enabler.
You literally can't. This trigger goes on the stack first because you're active player.
Oh, fair enough. Omnath goes on the stack first. Confounding Conundrum goes on the stack second. I tap out. So I have 2 red and 2, and I have a green and 2 in some way, shape, and form in my mana pool. And then I return Seagate Wreckage to my hand. Then I gain the 4 mana from Omnath. I'm going to play Leyline Tyrant.
Oh, such a good card.
And I'm going to play Omnath Locus of Mana. So...
And you've got 4 mana floating?
Yes. One of it at least is green. So...
How much it's red?
None. I used all my red.
Okay. The 18 mana float in the game and still can't float it sometimes.
So let me sort out my green mana. I'll put my green mana over here. And I don't have any floating red mana, so I'll cross that bridge when I come to it later on. I will gain 2 life from those entering, thanks to Soul's Attendant. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Not a fan of that.
I'm starting to see the ridiculousness of Omnath in standard decks that has been plaguing the
Yeah.
meta this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mostly because Uro is still a thing.
All your creatures are really good.
Yeah. Board wipe someone? Someone board wipe?
My board wipe old. Oh, one of them anyway. I don't think I can cast the other. That's just. Thing. Oh, I don't want to do this, but I have to. Otherwise, it's just going to run away with it. I'm going to pay 5, so I'm going to cast Rabid Bite, targeting this, and I'm going to copy it, and the copy is going to target this.
Ooh.
So I'll deal 3 damage to each of them, because I have, obviously targeting my Horn Beetle, because it has 3 power.
Yeah. Soul's Attendant will die. And I think the vampire will die as well.
Unless Tom has anything to do with it.
Oh, it was the Soul Attendant and my vampire, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's sad.
because it's a 7/3.
It's a very powerful card.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a really good card.
I'm surprised that's not seeing more play with shenanigans, to be honest.
Yeah. After that, I'm passing. That's all I can really do. Like, I wanted to hit like 3 of Rob's creatures, but that would just earn ire. And the Soul Attendant will gain him the most life from the deck I'm playing, so...
You've earned enough ire from me already, don't worry.
I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to be able to keep up with you guys.
Oh.
That's for
Ooh.
X is 4.
Hey,
Spices.
Verazol.
That's 6/6. I think that's our first. Oh no, sorry, second command, obviously. Yeah.
Pass turn.
But while you're at
Oh,
gotta get
for
one in
the
there.
love
I'm going to play a nice little flashy rogue, which, thanks to Nathan, is activated. So as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, my rogue gets +1.
And there's also mill. What's with the mill?
Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, Phil, you haven't earned
it's
any
a
ire
rogue
anymore.
I only killed the creature that stopped you gaining like a bajillion life. You can still gain life.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I do have single red currently. Did you take your 1?
Yeah, just do that one.
That's basically the only contribution I'm going to do this game.
Right, I'm gonna pay 2 for Kaza.
Wizard.
Everything Royal Chaser. It's Wizard with haste
Wizard.
and flying,
Rogue.
and I can tap her to reduce the next instant or sorcery I would cast this turn by X, where X is the number of wizards I control as spell resolves. So I can only control 2.
That's pretty
It's the
nifty.
worst.
Useful tech
Oh,
for
no, I'm
opposite
still
spell
missing.
slingers, I reckon.
I've got 3.
Ah.
It's not enough. 3's not bad though. I will pay 4 for a Cascade Seer. So it enters, I get to scry X, where X is the number of creatures in my party. So my party is currently 3, because my pack beast can be anything. And I've got rogues and wizards. So I get to scry 3.
Which is alright. It's also a 3/3.
As all
That's a really good card. I like that. That's a good card.
Solid wizard.
Yeah.
It's a very playable common.
Ooh.
Please don't attack,
Oh,
Tom.
I wasn't expecting choices. Oh. I don't know what's. They're both quite good, to be honest. I think that's better. So I'll hold on to that. Oh no, so I'm scrying, aren't I? Oh no, it's not drawing. I'm scrying. Oh, I can put all of them where I want them to be. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no.
Okay, that can go to. Oh, no, sorry, that can go bottom. And then those can go back like that. Sit there. Okay. All right. I want to attack.
Please don't attack, Tom. If you attack, I will wipe your board next turn.
Do it.
Why
Do it anyway.
Oh.
Why don't you want me to attack? Why are you locking me out of attacking?
Because each opponent mills 2 cards, Tom. I don't want to mill any cards. I realised I have bluffed too hard.
He will lose this one.
I've bluffed a little too hard. I can't wipe your board, but I can deal a lot of damage to you.
I think you should do it.
I mean, that just feels threatening at this point. I wish I had a flyer. I've got better stuff than me.
I have no flyers.
Play the game, Tom.
I have an
It's
insect.
best for you to win the game.
Yeah.
That is the best advice, really.
That's why I played this on turn 2.
Only the one person I want to attack is one person I can't. Um,
Yeah, unfortunately, this is only a 3/4, so I couldn't kill the flyer.
I just want to get some things thrown around. I'm going to swing that at Phil. And I'm going to swing that, I think, maybe also at Phil. Well, actually, no, I'll swing that at Phil and I'll swing that at Nathan. If you can have the 1 damage in the air, then Phil can have the 2 in the air.
Cool. I mill the Vastwood
Fill that.
Surge.
Nothing's being milled. Why are you milling? Why is everyone milling?
Because you've attacked
Because of
with
this.
a rogue. Whenever one or more
Oh, it's
rogues
one
you
or more.
control
I thought
attack,
it was
each
2 or more.
opponent mills
Oh.
2 cards.
Oh, I milled 2
Oh.
lands.
Oh well, true. I'm so happy with it.
That's all right.
I'm happy with that.
You lost an owl.
And a lamb.
I'll then play a creeping top it
Is that one of the man lands?
Indeed.
Yeah.
on the man lands. Yeah, that's turn.
I'll untap. I will draw the Tightening Coils. I'll reveal the top card of my library.
I didn't know it was
I
any
will
rogue
take
attack.
1 from the Roiling Vortex. Yeah, I have a casual Linvala on the top of my library there.
Nice.
Indeed. Right, okay. Well, first things first. Green, green, and red. So I have 3 green and 1 red. It's orange, but we'll go with it being a red in my mana pool.
Just because you.
Okay. Going to play a Seagate Wreckage. Landfall for the turn, gain 4 life.
In response to the trigger, I'm going to make not 4 life.
That's frustrating.
It's all I can do.
That's very frustrating.
You're still on the highest life by quite a margin. So.
That is very
Yeah.
true. I'm going to use 1 green and 2 to play Roiling Regrowth. I sacrifice a land and search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them battlefield tapped, then shuffle my library. So I'm going to sacrifice the forest and then search for 2 forests.
Love it.
Yeah. Get some triggers, bounce some lands.
So
Yeah, that land's getting bounced means this is forever going to get double land for triggers.
Yeah.
It's a bit nuts. It's pretty good.
The Confounding Conundrum actually might just be secretly good landfall tech.
Yeah, but it's opponents, so you can't
it's
control
only
it
opponents,
against.
Yeah.
That is very true. So Omnath triggers will go on the stack first, I believe, because I'm the active player. Let me just finish doing that. Scoot Swarm is on top of my library.
Oh, jeez.
Yay!
It's really good.
So I'm going to add 4 mana to my mana pool.
You bounce 2 lands first.
Yeah.
So the lands resolve.
Yeah, that's fair. Mountain can go back to my mana pool. Oh, back to my hand, rather. There we go. And then I can deal 4 damage to target player. Is it each opponent? Yes, each opponent. All of you take 4.
Cool.
And then my Leyline Tyrant's going to attack Phil.
Even more sad.
Interesting. I guess I could just block it.
Yeah, I guess I take 4. Oh, didn't you gain mana from Omnath?
I gained 1 red mana. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Omnath's mana.
That's why I put them up to 2 and 3.
I appreciate that. I had completely forgotten about it.
So what does the dragon do with the mana? It can
when it dies,
Oh, when
I
it
pay
dies.
all the red to
Ooh.
burn a
Ooh.
thing.
And I will pass the turn.
Wait, a land enters. Oh, that's sad.
Oh no.
Okay. I'll tap 6. I'm going to cast my commander before I die. I'm going to make 6 plants.
Nice.
And then I'm going to be scary all of a sudden because everyone will be like, oh no, plants. 6.
Well, I mean, it is literally Avenger Zendikar. Just, I mean, slightly worse.
It only works
landfall
off
trigger,
basics. It only works off basics.
Oh, okay.
But it's legendaries, so but it's a commander, so I can do
So
it
yeah,
multiple
you can
times.
constantly replay it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I don't know why I just untapped my lands. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to play this land.
Hey, fetch land.
Double flat.
But I'm sad because the land I fetch is probably going to get bounced.
You can bounce one of your basics instead.
That's true, but I'm
Because you
probably going to
choose what
fetch a
bounces.
basic. Boop. Then I'll pay another life. Why not? And then
Why not?
I will get this forest. Nope. I say forest, I search for a mountain. Whoops.
Love it.
Which gets me another landfall trigger.
You can have one very beefy plant, or you can have a couple of beefy plants.
because that's how they die. I'm gonna return this. And I'm not going to attack because you're all scary. End the turn. This triggers.
Yep. Get 8 insects.
Okay, well,
Oh.
Phil suddenly became terrifying.
They're not flying.
Yeah.
It's still an army of insects. It's like, none of our boards
I
are
didn't
particularly
print out this
wide.
token.
Insect token.
I've got insects. They're just normal though. They don't have flying and death touch.
I've got a 1/1 black insect.
Bear with me 2 seconds.
Oh, green black insect token.
Insect token, there you go.
Oh, sweet.
I've got
Yeah, actually, I don't need a copy of that.
stealing.
That will be the end of my turn. So Nathan, go while I'm.
Oh, kicker time.
If it's kicker deal like 1 damage to everything, I will be quite happy with this.
I won't. I'll be sad.
Oh god, yeah, that would be really good.
I don't know where we're going with this one. I think Misty Rainforest into
Right.
the land, but what I don't know. What next?
That means 7 mana. That's enough to probably do most things kicked.
But you can see why I wanted the Solar Sentence dead.
No, I think that should have been alive.
Because you'd have just gained 15 life from that turn.
That's why I think it should have been alive.
Actually, I could have prevented 8 of it. Because I have red left.
I'm playing Marusa Suffering. Sproutling, sorry. Kicked. I'm going to activate this ability.
Ooh.
So I get a copy of it.
So you return
You
two
get
target cards with
two-
kicker from your graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going to get Maddening Coffney and the bird.
Really?
Wait, does that just mill everyone out instantly?
That
No,
mills half our library if it's kicked.
It mills 3/4 of your library. If it's copied.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay,
That's really
yeah,
funny.
Phil, you're fine.
To be fair, I have 2 4/5s, 8 1/1s. That's
I know,
basically
that's still
it.
really good.
I can chump for days, apart from things that fly.
Yeah, and that tells me that I need to have my own flyer. So I'm gonna get my little owl.
Yeah, very relevant.
And then I'll pass the
Sad.
turn.
Oh God.
Sad.
Ay, 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 ay.
I'll have to have 2 people become instant threats. I don't know how to ready for this.
How? I'm not a threat. I've got a load of things, but I'm not really a threat. Let's
You're
be
pillow
real now.
forting with nature.
Yeah, Beastmaster's Ascension's in my graveyard, so you don't have to worry.
Until you somehow recur it, because I know there are recursion cards.
Well, there won't be unless I draw it on my next turn.
I don't want to mill three
God, I
quarters
really
of
don't
my
know what
library.
to do with it.
Neither do I.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't either. Can anyone else put much in?
I'm gonna be
I
going for it.
I can stop him gaining life.
Part of the
I don't know what else you want me to do, but
team! Attack him with your horde of tokens, perhaps?
all my 1/1s. I
Yes.
can attack with a bunch of 1/1s.
No!
Most of them would die.
Not with the rogue! My scoot swarm!
It's all the flyers I have, Rob. It's all I've got.
My
Yeah,
scoot swarm!
I'm gonna have to swing. These are coming at you, Nathan. It's 5 in the air.
Me? What have I done?
It's what you're threatening to do.
Threatening anything. I just put 2 cards
Boo.
out of my thing that had kicker.
You have a way
Right,
to mill 3/4 of our libraries in your
Yeah.
hand.
Right.
Did you
I'm
remember
blocking
to
this with
lose
my.
one?
Yeah, I did.
I'm blocking this with my bird.
Cool. Before damage, I'll sack it to draw a card.
Cool. And then I'm going to take 2.
This is a 2/3.
Okay, so I'll take 3.
Yeah.
And mill
okay.
2, right?
Yeah, on the attack. Yeah.
The thing you blocked was also a 2/1.
Oh yeah.
If that
But I sacked it
changes
for
what-
damage. I sacked it for
Ah.
damage, so
that makes sense.
because I want that draw anyway.
Off the
Oh
land.
god.
I also
Enemies.
like this card. This is a really good card.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of text.
Ooze
and
Tribal will
stuff.
eventually be amazing. It just needs to get there.
A legendary.
Right,
Oh wait, no,
I'm
there
gonna
is a
pay-
legendary. Yumori the Collector.
That's true.
You can play
I'm gonna
Ooze
pay
Tribal.
2 for my commander because my pie is free.
And 2 mana for a 4/6 is pretty good.
And now you have a full party.
Yeah, that's why she's actually quite good in standard. Like she's actually quite a good standard party, like end
Yeah.
piece.
Now you have full Wizard, Rogue, Cleric. Warrior.
Yeah, I have a full party now as well. Because she's
Gross.
the warrior part. I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pay 4 for Inscription of Insight. I'm just gonna do the Scry 2 draw 2 bit because I just need better things in my hand. We got. Yeah. That can go to the bottom. And then I'll draw 2. 1.
The tokens from this set are actually.
Most of the art is pretty awesome, but it's Zendikar. It's what I expect at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've played a land.
You haven't.
Cool. I will play a forest.
Sorry, I'm just arranging my army name. Don't need to worry.
Oh no, I was just looking at the art because you said it was nice. That was all.
Is that turn, Tom?
Yeah, that's a good time.
I untap, I take damage, I draw. I
Still
reveal
on
the top card of my
51.
library. Oh, it's Linvala again. Right.
Nice.
I'm gonna play a forest and trigger to gain 4 life.
I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, that's why I didn't press the numbers right away. I figured you'd do that.
I mean, I had 1 mana left over, and there's nothing I can do with it
So
other
I'm
than stop a player gaining life.
second land for the turn is a mountain. I have Omnath go on the stack, then Confounding Conundrum go on the stack. So I'm going to, in response, tap the mountain for a red mana,
Nice.
and
So
then
good.
return the mountain to my hand. I have Clever Naya, that's what I'm calling it, because it's got blue. So I'm going to up the red by 1 and up the green by 1. Tap 2 more
Angry Band.
green. Angry
Yeah, I was
Band.
gonna
I
say,
like that
I
one
like
more.
Angry Band. I was just thinking about it.
Angry Band, much better. Cool. Omnath is now an 8/8. Well, that one is anyway.
Terrifying.
I'm going to
Luckily, I have plants.
tap out for a Charix, the Raging Isle. Spells my opponent's cast that target Charix, the Raging Isle, and cost 2 more to cast. It's a 0/17, and I can pay 3 for it to get +X, -X until end of turn, where X is the number of islands I
Which is
control.
currently +1, -1.
For 3 mana, because efficiency.
Solid.
It's here as a wall more than anything.
Yeah,
Because
it-
very
it's
little's
a
getting
shame that
through.
this didn't come out before last week or the week before.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think it was spoiled like the day after we recorded the episode Nathan played Fenax.
Yeah.
Literally the day after.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus. Yeah, that's a Phalanx card.
okay.
Death by crabs.
it's a Fenax card, and then you can just attack with it late game if you really wanted to.
Leyline Tyrant is going to
Yeah.
swing at Nathan. Because I know what's going to happen. So, Leyline Tyrant's going to swing at Nathan.
Oh, I'm blocking with my bird.
Go.
Bird.
I'm going to pass the turn.
I untap. I up. I draw.
Have you taken your damage?
Sorry.
Phil is on a short clock in his own device.
I know. He's literally made his own noose to hang himself from.
Alright. I can, though, play a flyer. Because I just drew one of my non-Zendikar Rising cards.
Whoa.
Hellkite Charger.
Oh. Oh, gross.
It does
Oh,
have
Lord.
haste, but it's a blocker.
You know
Yeah,
what's
there's a lot
going to
of flying,
happen in Nathan's turn, right?
What?
We're going to lose 3/4 of our libraries.
Yeah, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Attacking him for 5 doesn't change that fact.
You could attack him for a lot more than 5, though.
Oh, but that feels mean. You guys are on the ridiculous life.
Oh, God.
Making a very bold assumption that I'm going to play this card.
I mean, I would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think this is why Tom and I are both a little bit terrified right now.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of fond of our libraries.
Libraries are nice.
Yeah. Not just
These
because
are
they've
the
got
two red
books in them.
spells I know I have are in my graveyard already.
It's up to you, Phil. It's entirely up to you.
Well, if I lose 3/4 of my library, I've still got like 20 cards left. So I can do things with that probably.
Can deal. I know we agreed to no Titans, so no one's got that like cheeky shuffle it all back in again ability going.
Casual
It's all
cosplay.
ruse to get milling in.
I don't do.
They're really good for that, to be fair.
Yeah, it is one of their
It
better
saved me in a
upsides.
game.
I'm just going to move this to this side.
Because they end up
Because
being
it's
lightning rods for removal, so you always get the shuffle back in trigger.
Well, it's more if someone tries to mill you out in one turn. If you know you have one in there, you just wait for it to get hit, and then it just all goes back in again.
Alright, I'm going to attack Rob with these, because you keep attacking me with your bird.
I
mean
literally
dragon.
didn't last turn.
Yeah, but you did for like the 3 turns before that.
Well, if you're going to be
you
technical
only
about
changed because
it,
you think that all of a sudden I'm a threat.
Omnath will
then
rip
I'm
apart.
going to
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to attack Tom with
Ooh.
6 insects.
Ooh. Sharing the love out.
I mean, I know you can both kill a bunch of them, but whatever.
Yeah, I'll block and kill 2 and take 4.
Charax will block one of the plants.
Yeah.
Omnath will rip apart one of them, and I will take 4.
Nice. See? Planned.
Yep. Very cool.
And then I'm going to move into the end of my turn. Oh, nope. That's the thing I get 4 more insects.
That's quite the combo.
How come Omnath doesn't die?
Because this is an 8/8.
Yeah.
Oh, he meant that. That Omnath.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one.
Oh, that was confusing. But sure.
I'm done.
Kill.
Perfectly ordered wildlife. Yes. Which isn't going to help me in the slightest, but...
No, there's not. Like, there's not many things that get through mobs, though.
Do it.
Shouldn't a few of those insects be dead?
Yes, they should. I was literally just thinking that.
Let's say,
Oh,
I
I
swear
took
you
them
shouldn't
off.
have that many.
You could tell.
I removed the plant with the 4 counters on it, and then I forgot to remove the insects. But it's fine, because 4 more replaced the place of the 2 that died. That makes sense.
Right. I'm going to cast this multi-kicked 3 times. So I'll come as a 5/5. And I'm going to do the thing on here so I get another one.
Fair play. That was where I thought that was going.
2 5/5s.
Same.
2 5/5s for 8 mana? It's not the worst.
Yeah, I've seen worse trade-offs.
Yeah, same.
And then I end my turn.
Cool. I will.
Take your
Contact.
damage from the vortex.
Yeah. So many annoying things floating around. That seems fun. Can we do that? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want both. I'm going to pay 1 for Archpriest of is it Iona.
Indeed.
Yeah. This is one of the bear party cards. Its power is equal to my party, and at the beginning of combat on my turn, if I have a full party, target creature gets +1/+1 and flying during the turn.
Which
For
you do.
1 mana.
Yeah,
You do now have a full party as well.
and it's a 4/2.
But I'm also going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sack that for 8.
Eight.
I'm going to play a
Oh, God.
flag. Fastwood Surge.
Yeah.
I get 2 basic
Gross.
lands, and then I get to put 2+1 counters on each creature I control. I'm just going to get my lands. I want
You haven't played a land this turn?
No, so I get to keep one of them, yeah?
Yeah, so one of them will bounce, and then you can just play the other as your land for the turn.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, right. Let
that is
me.
really good.
I want a plains and an island. Oh, have I got a plains left? No, I don't. Okay. Mountain?
You won't get to play a land for the turn, unfortunately.
Why not?
With how Confounded Conundrum's worded, if that player had another land enter the battlefield under their control this turn, they return a land they control to its owner's hand. So you will not get to play that land out.
So you can still play a land for the turn, it'll just bounce.
Yeah, you can play it, but it will just return to your hand straight away.
Well, I get to pick. So these two enter.
Yeah.
Then
And
I
you get to
return.
pick a land, yeah.
Yeah, and then I can play my land for turn.
And another land returns to your hand.
Screw it, that was that.
Yeah, so it does
Okay.
mean you can have whatever land you wanted untapped.
It'll do. It's something. It's fine. Right. My creature's a little bit bigger now.
Yeah. It means
And
I
there's
can't
not
attack you at all.
really terrifying. Um. Right. I'm gonna. Oh, I really need to get some attacks out. Right, my commander is gonna get +1/+1 and flying. And I think that's
Somebody doesn't have any flying blockers at the moment. Actually,
yeah. I think that's
I'm the only one with the flying blocker at the moment.
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna go at Rob, and these are gonna go at Nathan. I think we'll do it that way round.
These work there.
How
much am I losing?
A rogue's attacking, so could everyone mill 2, please?
Bye bye, Linvala.
No, my other board wipe and Avenger Zendikar. God damn it.
7's coming at you, Nathan, and 7's coming at you, Rob.
7.
7 extra or 7 from Tazri?
To 7 from Tazri.
I've taken the 7 commander already. I have no other option.
Oh, that's really sad.
The massive Leviathan crab apparently cannot fly.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, really. Yeah, that's gonna be turn.
That's so sad.
Oh, the mill.
Yeah.
Hey, the first
Yeah.
mill that happened in this game has been my saddest. So just like pains are just accepted fact at this point.
I mean, I just lost 2 things that could have helped
Oh.
deal with this board state. Avenger Zendikar and the card below it, though.
Oh, hang on. Is that one? I'm going to play Kazandu Refuge and
Yeah.
gain a life.
well.
Disaster Radius would have been nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play a... Well, actually, I gain 4 from...
You gain no life.
Oh, at least I gained the 1 from Kazandu Refuge because you didn't respond to that trigger.
I did not, because I wasn't
To land, you
paying
can't.
attention.
Yep.
No, I could have responded. It's a trigger.
You
It's
could
when
have.
it
Oh, the
ends.
trigger.
Didn't.
I
okay.
wasn't paying attention, so that's my bad.
Got it.
Island. I'm going to play the island from the top of my library using Oracle of Moldiah, which means that I have to return a land to my hand. I'm going to return the Kazandu Refuge. And I get Angry Bant.
Yeah.
This is the problem that I foresaw.
I think this is my MVP.
It's done an astonishing amount of damage.
really
I've
helped.
stopped
I
you
agree,
gaining
yes.
like 20 life now, at least.
Yes.
To be fair,
It's,
about like how good life gain is in this multiplayer. Like, it's actually quite a good.
Yeah.
it's irking me beyond belief.
And I've just conveniently had a single red up every single turn.
It's almost like you planned it.
I mean, it's not like I could cast anything else, so...
It's been helped. It's very helpful.
Okay. Tom, are you going to keep swinging your commander at me?
Nah. It was just because you were
I mean-
open at the time.
I mean, it is a way of winning the game.
Yeah. You get
It's something
bonus
you should
points
be
for commander
planning to
damage
do.
kills as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the moment, Rob, you're not major priority. It's just the places I wanted to go, I couldn't really go.
But 7 at a time.
Everyone's terrified.
I don't understand how me and Phil are the threats at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
I
am
don't know,
I a
like-
threat at this point?
yeah.
Because
I
you've
mean-
got a dragon that can just destroy anything. You've got
It has to
Massive
die
dude.
to deal 5 damage to a thing. I have
And
one
then if you
massive
do get
dude.
if you do get your land drops, then you can just deal 4 to us every turn.
yeah.
Yes, that's the full sequence has only happened once.
True.
You have an army of tokens, Nathan. You can
Which can't
destroy
get
our
through
libraries.
anybody now.
And
I literally can't deal damage to people now. I
Tom's
would lose
board
like
is
everything.
Scary. This is a bit of a stalemate.
Just wait. Let me draw my Minotaur.
Oh god, that Minotaur.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Right. Besides, I'm gonna kill myself before I kill any of you.
That clock be ticking.
And draw.
Now, I die
That's exciting.
first. I'm on 14 life.
Ah, true. Well, doesn't. Oh. I don't know what to do. I mean, after that mill, I have just apparently all my old Zendikar cards.
I didn't want to play them anyway.
Yeah.
You want to play the new Zendikar cards.
The mill this game has been painful.
It's been a lot more mills than I was going into this game expecting.
I have to admit, I didn't have, when I was building my deck, the threat of getting rid of 3/4 of your libraries was not on my mind.
Alright. I'm going to play a Vine Gecko.
Dirty cards.
Here's one of my new cards. It's because I have some spells with Kicker. He can be over here because he's not going to do a lot.
Is he
And
another
then-
blocker?
Yeah.
Plans.
Then I'm going to pay 5 for a Pyroclastic. Put it over here. Pyroclastic Hellion. When it enters the battlefield, I may return a land I control to my hand. If I do, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Wha!
Ooh.
Alright.
You're
And
turning
then-
that hand, yeah.
Because I haven't played a land, I could play my mountain,
Nice.
Son of a.
which triggers.
Oh, I see. To get your landfall trigger again.
Yeah.
And
'cause
keep
I haven't
that
drawn
one
an-
red mana up to stop me gaining any life.
Just really weirdly, yeah.
Because
Magical.
I'm totally the threat.
I mean, stopping
know,
you gaining
everyone's
4, it doesn't do anything to anyone else.
It stops you running away, yeah.
Yeah.
Phil has done
Because
some good.
You are
control.
still on the highest life by 10.
By 9.
But fine, by 9. As much as I've been trying to stop it. Yeah, then I'm going to pass 10.
Kill.
Fuck!
All the defenses up.
That's so many insects. I should be getting Scoot Swarm tokens by now, damn it, but it was milled.
Oh no, I've seen standard gameplay of Scoot more. It's insane.
Maybe I'll see my Scoot Swarm.
It's why I really wanted to use it, but the opportunity has been ripped
Yeah.
from my grasp.
So one of the cards that I
Story of
did
this
put in
game.
from old Zendikar was Scoot Mob,
Mm.
so I could have both.
Nice.
Alright. So this is my left.
What card hits everything but white?
The Oracle of Baldir is a bit of a liability at this point. Because I'm telegraphing what I'm doing, which is mildly problematic.
I mean, it's a land. You're playing a landfall.
Yeah, but the non-landfall cards you get to see,
That's true.
which is a problem.
Did you take your 1 damage ping, Nathan?
I did.
I should really actually track life totals.
I'm playing Maddening Cacophony. I'm Kikarenga.
Whilst we work
you
out the
copied
maths... Oh? Does Tom have a
it's-
response?
Tom might have a response.
Okay.
I'm going to try and counter that. Conceited, of course, it's concerted defense even. It's counter unless you pay 1+1 for each of my party, which is 4. So it's counter unless you pay 5.
Oh, so we're only going to mill half. That's fine.
Yeah, because we only get the copy. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the original, depending on which one you're countering.
Wonderful. We
Yeah.
shall be back once we have milled everything.
Cool. Huh?
Let Rob count us back in.
Resumed.
Okay. To finish off my turn. Just playing this dude.
Hey, party.
Oh,
I
he
cannot,
also has kicker.
Nice.
cannot help but notice that does not fly.
It does not.
Relevant. Cool. I'll untap. And I'll draw out of my now very small library.
Ugh.
Right. I think some death is in order. 7, 11. We like Exacxes. Why is that like?
Because of the
Not yet.
snap regions hidden by the mat, I suspect.
I'll play a
Fixed it.
mountain. Then I think for that, rightfully so, I'm going to swing 11 at... Oh, so I get +1/+1 from my archpriest on my commander. So it's got flying and +1/+1. So it's
And we all mill too.
7. And yeah, on the attack, mill 2. But yeah, 11's coming at you, Nathan, in the air.
Oh, the other Minotaur. Morog has
Oh.
gone.
I haven't lost mine. There's
No.
still hope.
Good for you.
I mean, I'm not being able to play extra lands, so it doesn't do too much. But it's a cool card.
No blocks.
I mean, it's still a good card, I guess.
Yeah.
That's Exacxes.
Alright, I'm dead.
Ooh.
It's fair. Milling half was brutal.
Is that turn, Tom? Or are
And you
doing
totally
things?
stole my party mechanic. Yeah. I don't think I've got anything else to do, so yeah, I pass.
You got no card. Oh, you got 3 cards.
Okay, I will take a damage. I have nothing to untap, and I will draw. Oh, yay, the fetch lands. Right. Kazandi Refuge, gain 1 life trigger on the stack.
No.
No, there we go.
I'm paying attention this time.
I've noticed. Wonderful. Thing is, I can now play multiple lands a turn. And
Yeah,
they stay
without
down.
fear.
Indeed, I now gain Angry Bant.
If you played the fetch off the top, though, you'd have got the 4th one. The 3rd one, even.
That is very true. That is frustrating. That is very frustrating.
Something for next turn.
Right, instead I'm going to risk the Wrath of Phil and I'm going to pay 2 mana for Tightening Coils. It is an aura that gives enchanted creature gets -6/-0 and loses flying.
Ooh. That's a declaration of war, that. Jeez.
100%. My Leyline Tyrant... I'm moving into declare attacks.
Yeah.
My Leyline Tyrant is going to attack. Phil.
Tom.
Nice try.
It's like, I'm just gonna clip the wings of your flyer, but then
1, 2, 3 mana in my second main phase. I'm going to play Growth Spasm. I search my library for a basic land and hope there's one left. Ah, there is one left. There is more than one left. Okay. Which means I've had my third land drop for the turn. So both of you take 4.
Rip.
I'm going to add a green, add 2 green and add a red to my mana pool to fuel my battery of manas. And then I will pass the turn and reveal... Oh, let me shuffle and then reveal the top card of my library. Hey, Jace the Wine Sculptor survived.
I don't think I deserve to die.
no.
Honestly, your enchantment bouncing the lands was so good. Like, that was what was more scary than anything.
It was giving endless landfall fuel.
It was
not for me.
ridiculous.
Because I didn't draw any extra lands. I literally played 1 a turn the entire game. Apart from this turn, when I haven't drawn a land.
Yeah, I don't think that card was working as intended.
No, that was enabling a lot more than it was supposed to.
What didn't help is my Oracle of Muldiah, because I had multiple land drops, or the ability for playing additional lands. I think that's what discounted it, because I only really wanted the first and second ability from Omnath to stockpile the mana. So
It worked.
yeah, I've got a pending 7 damage to the death of my flyer, which is meaningful.
Yeah.
But Tom's a little scary. But Phil's very scary, but you keep costing me life, dang nabbit.
Putting the dragon on the ground was a very good move.
Means no multiple combat steps.
No, I can
Well,
still get
it
multiple
means
combat
1.
steps.
Means 1, because it just gets killed on the first attack.
Yeah. Die so soon. So, I think help Tom.
Yay!
I'm gonna move into combat.
And swing everything at me.
I'm gonna pay 7. Untap all attacking creatures. I get an additional combat step.
You're king making Tom at the moment.
Yeah, but you keep attacking me, so
You keep stopping me gaining life, dang nabbit.
yeah, it's the only thing I've done this game. So I'm going to attack with my army. So
Right.
everything but these 2 0/1s is attacking.
Didn't you just tap everything?
Nope, but these 2 0/1s. I tapped them all, then untapped them because that's what the effect of Hellkite Charger does.
It says untap all attacking creatures. Therefore, if you tapped your top row, it means you attacked with your top row, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I told you, I attacked with everything but these 0/1s.
Bear with me. In front of an insect. So one insect is dead.
Yeah. So you're taking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, okay.
15. You're taking 27.
Whoa.
Oh, I assume you're attacking me again?
I don't know. I will put everything in the graveyard and figure out.
Phylath is dead. Iridescent Hornbeetle is dead. I'm going to pay mana, so
Nice.
Charix kills that as well.
Wait. How much mana?
6. So it's currently...
Oh, you have. Yeah, it's a 6/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will take the damage in a second. Bear with me. 27, yeah? I'm down to 10.
4/4s are real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, so... Yeah. Gonna attack me again?
Yeah. Well, either way, whoever I don't attack would kill me on the crackbacks.
You might get second place. I don't know how much damage you actually represent.
Yeah,
He
I'm
represents
just gonna attack
easily
you,
enough.
Rob.
Yep, no responses, no blocks. Because I assume Tom in his turn is just going to swing in with Justice Commander and let the enchantment kill you.
Yeah.
Nah, I want my commander kill. If it, passing turn at that point.
You can't kill me with commander damage. Well,
Why not?
not commander damage, but you can kill me with the commander, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I've only got 8 life.
Before we end, I want to use my commander's ability just so I've done it. So before we end turn, I will pay everything bar white to look at the top 6 cards on my line. Don't know if any other party member buffs, but I'm sure.
Oh, is it only look at the top 6. That's a lot more balanced than the old Tazri.
Oh yeah, they don't even go on the battlefield or anything. It's actually not particularly amazing, but it gets you cards in hand.
I think it's good because you can also you get to pick one of each. It's potentially trying to draw 5
I will
cards.
have a cleric and I will have an ally. No, oh, actually, that is mildly relevant because that lowers your life total enough to then kill you with my command. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Then I will shuffle, draw. Okay.
Come at me.
Not...
Bring it.
That. I will pay 2 for my little first cleric of the game. Oh no, that was a cleric. Oh well. Enter each opponent loses X, and I gain X. X is my party. My party is 4. Could you lose 4, please?
I have done.
Deal
Again,
3
4
damage to
worth.
him, Tom. Somehow deal
And
3.
then I will get my commander flying. Swing with my commander. Yeah.
I'm down. Well played. Yeah, I didn't
Oh.
realise I'd actually amassed that much damage on the board.
Yeah, damn.
You were terrifying. Yeah. It's why I was insistent I was not the threat. You were scary.
Yeah.
I was...
It left me vulnerable to everyone though, which is the problem. And it was at the point where I literally couldn't win. Where I was just like, you know what? Tom's on the lowest point.
The amount of mill at the table was scary.
Yeah.
That was...
So much mill. What the hell?
Yeah.
So I was playing standard today on Magic Arena, and there is a really nasty mill deck going around that can mill you in about 2-3 turns.
Fast.
Because rogues are really good with mill, and there's a standard landfall mill. There's obviously that thing that's at minimum a 2-mana mill 8 card. Like there's a lot at the moment.
Yeah. Basically, there was mill in front of. There was mill in in M21, and now there's
Yeah.
a bit more mill in Zendikar.
Mm.
It's weird
there's
that it's
just
that
a lot of mill.
fast. Mill's normally
Yeah, it's
renowned
so
for being
fast.
super slow. Yeah.
So I've
It's
seen people talk
insane.
about whether the modern mill's actually available now.
Yeah. I mean, it was a tier 2.5 deck before, and now it's got some new toys. So I just had a look at my deck.
Yeah,
Look,
because
look,
it's having
look who's on
body
the
use
bottom.
as well.
Oh, bottom card.
Literally the last card of my deck.
Oh.
I'm sure we will live to see that in some decks. That is such a stupid card.
Yeah.
Like most red
Like,
decks.
I am sure that next time I play red,
Yeah.
it will be in.
Instead of goblins.
Yeah, alongside the goblins
I know.
and Hellkite Charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there are just some cards that we're seeing a lot because
Yeah.
they're really good. But it's why
The
they're
annoying thing.
staples.
So the entire game, I've had this in my hand. It's a little 2-mana clone that can cover the copy of any ally, and I was kind of expecting everyone else to be doing some sort of like allies from like just like in their decks from the old sets, but like that was none of your themes, and I didn't run a single ally apparently. So
No, I'm not running a single one because it doesn't synergize with what I'm trying to do.
yeah,
So,
I was hoping they'd turn up more, but apparently not.
If any had kicker, then I would have been running it.
I've done.
I almost ran Turn Timber Ranger, but I decided not to. I know I'm quite happy with how my deck performed, but I ran out of
really
gas.
like Omnath. Omnath is strong.
I ran out of
Yeah.
things to do, which was my problem.
I think with access to other sets and having like additional draw,
Terrifying.
yeah, with
Yeah, just
the
everything
extra
you can play
draw
this
that
time.
you can get from blue, I think that's going to be really strong.
I think it was more of the fact every time that I top decked into a threat, it was milled away on Tom's attack. So every time something non-land showed up, it just got taken away.
It was his first mill that hit Avenger of Zendikar and the Disaster Radius that lost me the game. I probably could have won from that because Disaster Radius would have done. I had Rampaging Ballast in my hand, so it would have been 6 damage to every creature that I don't control.
Yeah.
It would have wiped Nathan's board. It would have mostly wiped Tom's board. It would have wiped yours apart from the mono green Omnath.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been taking all the damage and stuff.
If you open up Locus of Creation to other sets, it actually becomes a little bit disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of ramp decks tend to be better anyway because they're just faster, which is weird.
Having a payoff for it is just nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know what I feel about Party. There's not enough to fill an EDH, I think. Like I was just kind of
playing it. I think I'll try it at some point. Maybe not with Tazri. Maybe with like one of the other cards, but relies on Party, but doesn't search them up. You can go maybe a bit more specific.
I don't know what I'd run as the commanders. I think structuring it out of 5 color might be an idea, but I don't know if you're left with enough.
Yeah.
Red white has a lot of it.
Do you think with other access to other sets, it'll be a bit more consistent and stuff? Obviously, the mana base will be.
I'm wondering what I would do with this. Because changelings change it up a bit, because changelings give you more of these, basically, more pack colors.
That's true, yeah.
So you can get a lot more reliable Party. I just don't think there's enough payoff for Party, is the only issue.
It's almost certainly going to be a mechanic that returns next year when they do the D&D tie-in set. Almost guaranteed.
Yeah. So at that point, there might be. I just don't think there's enough.
There might be different parties. There might be like villain party or something.
That's really fun.
I don't know, where you just have like a different set.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, because then you could do like heroes versus villains and that sort of theme, which would be fun. But yeah, I think today's game went quite well. I liked it. I'm not sure about Phylath. Probably because I got stuck on mana. I didn't hit any of the massive landfall things.
They seem pretty good.
Yeah, he filled the board, and I had that one turn where I just made like 15 tokens.
Yeah, and there's lots of
Um,
things to do plus one counter stuff that you can then combo with that. So
Yeah, which is really weird. Like Vastwood Surge and the guy who makes insects is just really strong. Because you make a
yeah,
load of tokens, put 2 counters on everything, and then make like 20 more tokens.
yeah.
which, yeah,
I'm afraid outside of Zendikar, I'm sure there's an artifact creature that has like pay some mana, remove 4 counters from it, draw like 4 cards or something like that. It's a go-to.
there's 1 and 5
counter.
color for sure. But yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, there's lots of things. Yeah, outside. Yeah.
But like, if I was running this not in Zendikar, I would add in some of the Khan's, like the Khan's enchantment that's just play an additional card off the top of your library. You could play this turn, that sort of thing, just to get
Yeah.
that pseudo card draw in, because I ran out of stuff.
Yeah.
Being able to play like draw a land or play a land from that, and then an extra card would just be nice. We'll see. Who knows?
This was, I think, the second best party direction, but it forced you into 2 colors. But
Which
it's
one?
still really good. So was it? Everyone's got their fingers over it.
Zaga.
Zagras?
Yeah, it seems strong.
Uh,
Flying Death Touch haste gives everything Death Touch.
Just giving all your stuff Death Touch is actually nuts when you have
Yeah,
like pingers.
And the Planeswalker kill thing.
Yeah. Planeswalker, Death Touch.
Yeah. It's just white has so many pie cards, but like that is another way of going at it.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a commander to be looking out for.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, I might actually look into that.
For next week. Next week we are bringing back our randomly assigned things. Where we've all building one deck. We're just gonna shuffle it up and decide at the start of next week. So we won't know unless we get our own what the deck will be. We don't know what it'll be about. So whoever's deck you get, they'll just give you a brief description, and then we're just gonna sort of play. We're only building 1. We're not doing 2 this time, because the week after we've got a slightly different random thing that I will tell you about next week. But I'm looking forward to it. I think we've got a nice little seasonal end, and it's really close. So we'll see. If you guys have liked this video, please do press the like button, share it with your friends, click subscribe so you can see the videos as they come out every week. It does help us out. It lets us know that people are actually enjoying the content. But other than that, that's all from us. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.